So I'm here today with one of our franchisees, Alex King, who leads the Football Fun Factory community in Maidstone and Lenham. We're going to be playing the Beat the Goalie challenge as I interview Alex and ask him all about his coaching journey. Al, you can have the first shot. And after you've had your first shot,
thanks, mate.
I'll ask you a tough question. Oh, saved by the goalie. So, first question, when did you start coaching football? How old were you? And what was your first ever coaching? Can you remember?
Oh yeah, so it was 2005. Sure. I went to America. I had a friend who actually used to work at Cambridge United, and I went over to America and did 2 months just coaching, helped out, did some football fun factory, some football fun schools, some camps.
Yeah.
Oh, 2, I don't know, and absolutely loved it. Just sort of got a bit of experience there, and I'm come straight back from there. Went to university and did a course called Football Studies in Southampton, which helped me get my level 1 and level 2. And then every summer during that time, I went back to America and carried on and sort of learned my craft that way. And then once I graduated from university, I moved straight over to America.
Aha!
Got it.
1, 2, 5.
Straight over to America and coached football full time over there.
So coaching in America. So I went on a similar journey actually.
Yes.
How old were you when you were coaching in America?
I went over there when I was 20 to start with. I
was a similar age. I was 19. It's a great experience, isn't it? Because you get loads of coaching hours.
Yep.
Where were you based in?
Based just outside San Francisco.
Nice.
So similar to what you said there. Loads of coaching hours, straight into the sort of the fun camps. Yeah. Which have really helped with the delivery here, because obviously our focus is all about fun. So having, I used to run them actually over there after a couple of years, and then obviously having teams to get into experience, similar to how we do now, different types of activities. So the fun side, those sort of on the recreational side, which was your non-competitive, and then your competitive teams, and then started to work in high schools and bits of that. So sort of got everything from sort of 4 or 5 years old up until sort of your 18, 19-year-olds.
And have you had jobs outside of coaching, outside of football?
Oh, so pretty much when I went to, obviously moved to America, lived over there, and then me and my wife moved back, and I went to work, actually worked at Cambridge United with Kiefer, and did a bit of teaching in a school, which wasn't really for me. And then I got, with COVID hit, got made redundant and was sort of like, oh, what am I going to do really? And did a bit of labouring, a bit of gardening, a bit of helping out some friends, helped me out with some work. And then when we moved down to Maidstone, sort of saw it as a perfect opportunity to take on a franchise, as I wanted to be involved in football. And for me, I thought, this is the best time for me to do it. I had no ties to anything else, so just sort of went for it. Had a few friends and support.
You're on fire, mate.
I am. Usually it's good, mate. Had a few friends and support down here that helped me sort of launch, and I haven't really looked back. So really, obviously being in America, that was my passion, always has been. So being able to do the Football Fun Factory for me was
class.
Fantastic.
So when you first moved to Maidstone, you didn't know the community?
No, I moved down in May 2021, and at that time I'd spoken to Luke and had a couple of conversations, being that it was quite big in Cambridgeshire where my family are from, so I knew about it and sort of had heard about the journey. And then we started in October, so when I moved down in May, that's sort of when I started my discovery, if you want to call it, and I sort of searched out venues and locations and sort of the competition as well, if you want to think, and just thought, this, and I sort of trusted myself that I'd been doing it for 20 years, that was sort of what I was passionate about, what I knew. So I sort of stuck with that and just trusted myself really, and thankfully the community, it's a great community, and my boys have now made friends, and obviously that always helps, and settled in nicely really.
And tell us about your journey then. So from starting, can you remember your first ever sessions, Football Fun Factory sessions? How did it go?
Tots, I remember, because I'd always coached, but never obviously coached children as young as 2. So that was a completely different ball game. Something that I was really nervous about, but actually was really enjoyable, because obviously parents were involved, and seeing their parents, obviously I was a dad at the time of a young boy, just seeing them involved with their children and having that seeing that enjoyment every Saturday morning was fantastic. So that was sort of my first call. Wow, this is going to go really well and really enjoyable. And then the evening sessions were sort of my bread and butter stuff that I'd been doing before and used to sort of coaching. And I remember we had Yeah, 22 the first one, and about 15 for the first couple of weeks. It was just sort of like, now you sort of see the numbers, how they've grown.
Bit different now, yeah.
Bit different, but yeah, just again, didn't expect it to fly off straight away, which it didn't, which was not a problem. So yeah, just doing sessions, and it was so enjoyable just making it just fun and no pressure. You didn't get like all the playing time of this and where's my child going to play. It was like, your child's going to come along, we're going to have a great time, they're going to get their own ball, they're going to develop at their own speeds, we're going to challenge them accordingly. And the feedback from that's been great. So sort of seeing that initial burst and the feedback that came with the first month, sort of knew I made the right decision.
Yeah.
And just carried on from there, really. Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. And what's so you obviously took on the management franchise. What was that, last year now?
Yeah, May 25.
May. And since then, sort of grown your community, seeing that increased demand. I know you've got loads of trialists at the moment, loads of new participants in the pipeline. What are your kind of hopes and dreams for the future? Where do you want to take the Football Fun Factory?
Just keep going, really. If someone said to me, you'd be this far down your journey, 4.5, 5 years, I wouldn't have thought it'd be here. I would have thought it'd been a lot, not quieter, but just not as big as it is. So sort of seeing the growth of it and seeing where it can go, for me, it obviously works around my schedule we spoke about before. So yeah, evening sessions, busy, adding sort of nursery sessions in now, more top sessions in the week. Weekends are now full. We've got a grassroots partnership going. We're delivering Tot's birthday party. So just sort of carrying on with what we're doing and adding bits and bobs as we go along, really. But yeah, sort of consolidating the sessions we've got, keep delivering what we're doing, and growing where possible.
Nice. Right, you've absolutely smashed me at Beat the Goalie. So you're going to have one more shot,
Okay,
mate. 1, 2, 5 to finish. End the video on a high.
Well,
no pressure. Oh,
50 will do.
Well done, mate.
50
Well
will
played.
do. Cheers, mate.